Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mach-E Connection. And unfortunately, today I got some bad news. Now this is one video I really don't want to make at all. I don't like making negative videos because you all know I love my Mach-E. Every day I get to drive it. It just puts a smile on my face. It's just a fantastic vehicle. But unfortunately, this weekend while I was washing it, I had a black spot on the fender flare. So, of course, thinking of the bug, I went to wipe that black spot off, and it got bigger. As you can see here, there are black spots. Go over the door and get a closer look. You can see the paint is actually starting to bubble up here on the fender. Of course, when I got my rag out, thinking it was a little bug, and I gave it a little wipe, all these paint chips just like dried off. Now, of course, when this first happened, I freaked out. Immediately got my phone. I called up Ford, but being Saturday, the weekend, no one was open. The service department was not open. So basically, first thing Monday morning, I get up early, and I basically rush to the Ford dealership. So when I finally arrived at Ford, of course, they were concerned with me. And they took some photographs of the damage of the fender. And those photos will be sent off to the corporate Ford. And they're going to decide what's going to happen. I hope they come to the conclusion that this is a factory issue and it will be covered under warranty. But I won't know the decision for at least 2 to 3 days. So definitely tune in next week. I'll give you an update on this. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, because I know I've already said on Facebook, that my pressure washer causes damage. Now, if you think my pressure washer causes damage, then I must be washing my car with the doors open, which I clearly don't do. As you see, this missing paint is clearly within the jamb of the door. And there's no way you're going to get a pressure washer on that to cause that kind of damage. Even more so, if my pressure washer was that strong, my little $2 decal here wouldn't be here. My nice vinyl stripes wouldn't be here. Even my PPF, it's all over the vehicle, would have been pulling up by now. And like I said for my car wash video, my pressure washer is only 2300 PSI and only ever use the 40-degree white tip. You never ever use the 0-degree or this guy shoots a little stream out. Never use those because these can cause damage like you see in my vehicle. But again, I only use the white 40-degree tip. So pressure washer, in my defense, is extremely unlikely. But I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me, and I'm sorry to say, you just have to believe me that it's not the pressure washer. So if it's not the pressure washer, what else could have caused it? Well, maybe some harsh chemicals could. See, I got quite a few of them. But on my Mach-E, I only ever use Grape and Glow soap. As you can see, it's in my foam cannon. I also only ever use Chemical Guys Visible Super Cleaner for the interior. And I also only ever use Adam's Polished Wheel and Tire Cleaner. Now this could possibly cause some paint damage, but I never use this near any paint, and it's only on the wheels and nowhere near the door jamb. And I always rinse the car off afterwards. So that makes paint damage unlikely. So I mean, it's basically, I'm hoping Ford comes to the conclusion, like I have, that this is a factory defect, and they're going to help me take care of me. Now we got the negative out of the way, I want to go over some positive stuff. Since my videos, I've actually gone back and I've improved several things, like my EV cable rail system. Before, it was just a white rail, and it'd go here, and it would stop here. I couldn't get past the light because I had it on the ceiling. So I had these wood blocks, so I can lower the rail, I can go over my lights, and I got extended all the way down here. Because my buddy in a direct Tesla comes by and visits, his charge port is located about here. and my previous rail system wouldn't reach that far. So now, with this new system, I can take these cables, I can lower these, pull these down. And now we grab my charger. And now we can easily reach to where my buddy will charge his Tesla at. Occasionally you get a little bit of stuck in the pulley. Yeah, come on, there we go. There we go. Now you can see easily will reach anywhere where Tesla charge port might be in this area. So that's gonna be a pretty cool upgrade. I'm pretty sure my Tesla friend will definitely enjoy when he needs to charge his vehicle next time he's over. And again, when you put this thing away, you just put it there. You need to raise these up. There we go. I'll throw it away. Now back to a negative point. On my spoiler installation video, which again, I really appreciate ASOK for buying the spoiler for free, but unfortunately, a couple months after I installed my spoiler, the spoiler became very loose and came off the vehicle. So I basically had to go to the store and buy my own 3M molding tape, reapply, and then reinstall the spoiler. But good news about that is I ended up finding a guy called Car Guy 11 who did a fantastic installation video. Better than mine. I'm going to post his video down below. So when you go into spoilers, you definitely want to check, make sure there's no drips on it, and make sure you got strong 3M tape. I did speak to the guys over at ASOK, and they're going to start doing a better QA quality checks, and they're going to start basically come out with better 3M tape. So hopefully, any new spoilers will not have this problem. And now back to something positive, and that's my black vinyl stripes. These stripes here are a 3M 2080 vinyl, and they just look fantastic. I had these installed in Wenatchee, Washington, at a place called Visionary Graphics. Again, you can find the information down below. And yeah, like I said, they go all the way up the front, over the hood, and down here on the back. Now I want to take you guys all back a bit. When I first purchased my Mach-E, I did pay for the dealership PPF and the dealership ceramic coating. Now, the guy who did the PPF is called, his name Tyler, and he did a fantastic job. Unless you really look closely, you cannot see the line of PPF. So since it has stripes on, I have the whole hood done PPF, the whole front bumper, everything that's blue on the front bumper, PPF. Tops of my mirror protected, and my A-pillar here, you see it stops about right there with the roof line. Oh, and I made a request and had the top of the rear bumper also PPF'd, as you can see right here. So if I'm getting on my trunk and hits my bumper, the top of the bumper here is protected from scratches. And while Tyler was doing the PPF, I also had him do the window tint. Because you know, the front windows on this view on the Mach-E are not tinted by the factory. And I think he did a fantastic job on this too. Now, the only direction I gave him was I wanted to match the factory tint on the rear windows. So this tint here comes with the Mach-E from the factory. And it looks pretty good. And I think he got him to match pretty close. So there's Tyler's tint. And here's the factory tint. And from the outside, it just makes the car look so much cooler. And on to the final thing I want to talk about is I did pay for the dealership ceramic coat. As you see, the car looks pretty good. I never waxed this vehicle. I only wash with soap. So the ceramic coat definitely does help. But when I first had the dealership apply the ceramic coating, according to my cameras, they did the whole car in about 20 minutes. Now, I can't even wash a car in 20 minutes well versus do a ceramic coat. So with my concerns, I did get the dealership to agree to go back and do a second coat. Now, the second time around, they did do the car in about 2 hours. And I think this time it's actually a pretty good job. Is a dealership trim coat worth it? That's hard to say. Now I only paid about $700 for it, which is a lot cheaper than what most people would charge. But I also think you can get a better job done if you go to a third party. Either way, I'm not disappointed about it. And the car does look great. That's really all I have for this video. So until then, yeah, please stay tuned next week and I'll give you some updates. Until then, see you later. Bye.